Well, I told you I would start reviewing Prison School. Now it's time. Prison School chapter 192. And boy, boobs, boobs, and more boobs. What can I say? I mean, everybody's still trying to get Miko back to her old self, the vice president I'm talking about. They're trying to get her, back to herself. They're like, how the hell, she did turn back to herself at one point when Shingo pushed the president out of the way. Morty, I believe it's Morty, right? When he pushed Morty out of the way, and she just got all pissed, and she just went like kind of back to her, shy kind of shell self. Well, the guys, Joe, Shingo, Gakuto, pretty much trying to figure out like, all right, well, okay, we have to do something with the president. So, like, do we fondle her breast so we can get Miko mad? And that's basically what they all go back and forth about. Like, okay, we're gonna Shingo steps up to the plate. He's like, so let me. I'm just. Do you want me just to the president, she's like, no, 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 wait a minute. What the hell do you think you're doing? No, you ain't fondling these lovelies unless I hear a foolproof plan. And if I don't like your plan, you're rejected. So they give her a bunch of ideas like, okay, what if, we all each take a turn? She's like, no, that's not going to get Miko back to state. Rejected, rejected, rejected. Until they finally come up with like, how about a dart system basically where you can you don't get the nipple but you get around the nipple. It's so ridiculous, man. It is so ridiculous, but that's why we love Prison School, right? How freaking it maybe be perverted, but the whole just how funny it is just it's genius. It's genius. So basically she agrees on the dart system, and basically just one person fondling her breast. So Shingo, Joe, and Gagoto are all like, "Oh, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? I should do it. I'm the one to come with it." I'm just... Shingo finally, Shingo won out of rock paper scissors. So President says, "All right, step right up. Let's go. Let's do this." So he's about to do it. He's about to fondle the president's breast. He can't believe he's like this man hater. Man, my first time touching a boob. Like this is amazing. And then we see Miko come back to her normal self. And they're like, what the hell? And you see Kiyoshi like come in. You see Hana. Well, Hana was behind Shingo, and I love how Hana's expression like, "What are you doing?" And she goes like, um, just to help Miko come back, the vice president to come back to her normal self. And Hana's like, what are you talking about? She's back to her normal self right now. And you see Miko, you see the vice president back to her normal self. But nobody knows, like, Shingo didn't touch the president's breast. He didn't, because in order to, the reason why he's doing this, of course, if you don't get it, is basically to get Miko back to her normal self. But she goes right back to, resorts right back to her shy self. So they're like, what, wait a minute, what, I didn't even touch her breast. And Kyoshi's like, oh, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? Kyoshi comes in and he's just like, did you rub it like this? Did you do it like this? And he's fondling the president's breast. And Miko's still not turning back to her old self. But Hana takes a look at Miko and sees what she's drinking, or what she drank, and she was drinking the root beer. And that's the trigger. That was the trigger to revert her back to her old self. So she gives her some root beer, and there you go. Miko is back to her old self. But it was so funny to see Kiyoshi fondling the president's breast. Just like, oh, which way do you do it? So, good chapter. I'm so excited for all these upcoming chapters because I'm in the game. I caught up with everything from chapter 1 to 191. And now we got the newest one, 192. this. I love this shit. I love the anime. I love the manga, and I can't wait to see what comes next. And Miko, the vice president, is back. And also, on a side note, the chairman has to rescue his honey, the chick with the short shorts. She gets kidnapped, so he has a little side thing going on, and he's gonna go on a rescue mission. So that's hilarious on its own. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Comment below because I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts if you read this chapter or not. So manga baby, manga chapters every week. So I know it's every Tuesday night, I believe, that the chapter comes out. So okay, good stuff. Thank you guys. Like the video if you like it. I'm Dan Daniel Son, and I am out.